Welcome back. You are still tuned into the Power Station Energy 100 with myself, Elsaby, and we are busy talking Econo Chat. Let's talk business with Mr. Daniel Steinman. Today we are talking about Namibia being classified as a middle-income country. There was an argument around it. I mean, the public is still debating whether Namibia is a middle-income country or whether we are a lower-income country. Now, before we went on a break, Mr. Steinman did explain to us the role of the International Monetary Fund and them coming to Namibia or going out to countries annually to talk to different corporate companies, to the different ministries that play a role in the development of the country, be it Ministry of Finance, be it the banks, bank institutions, Mr. Daniel Steinman, and so many other stakeholders that actually play a role in making Namibia the country that it is. But we continue this discussion and we're moving into purchase power parity, triple P.
You got it right.
Yeah, I got it right.
Purchase power parity.
Yeah.
Okay, so I said in the first part of our conversation that, and I'm using the data from 2021, so it's very recent. It's last year's data and it runs up to the end of March this year. So remember the government's financial year is slightly different than ours. And that's also an IMF thing. Everything that's got to do with Ministry of Finance in Namibia is basically IMF. And it's not a uniquely Namibian or African thing, it's a world over. If you go to Brazil, it's the same. Chile, it's the same. Thailand, Vietnam, wherever, Mexico, it's the same. Purchase power is an indication in economics that you apply. There are certain formulae that you apply to take a base value. So let's say a number and a certain amount of money.
Okay.
Let's make it very practical and everybody understands. You take a certain amount of money and it can be, let's say it's $100. Now, if it is $100, it immediately becomes 1,700 Namibia dollar.
Okay.
Because the exchange rate earlier this week was 17 to 1. And that is a bit weaker than normal, but it hardly ever goes below 1490, and it's only exceptionally that it reaches 17. It's usually there in the region somewhere between 15 and 16. But for our example, let's use the current value, and we say that for every $100 US dollars that you want, you need to generate 1,700 Namibia dollar or South African rand. So now it means that you sit with 1,700 Namibia dollar in your pocket. And now we go see what can 100 US dollars buy you in the United States. And there are more than one index to measure this, but one of the most popular indices is the Big Mac index. And they say if you buy a Big Mac at McDonald's, how much change do you get for 100 US dollars? And you go to Big Mac in Cape Town and you buy to McDonald's in Cape Town and you buy the Big Mac hamburger there, how much change do you get for 1,700 rand? Now, can you immediately see there is the whole problem starting to reveal itself? If you buy the Big Mac in the States, you get maybe 70 US dollars change. If you buy the Big Mac in Cape Town and you pay with 1,700 rand, I can guarantee you're going to get about 1,620 rand in change back. So can you see that the same amount of rand locally, both here in Namibia and in South Africa, buys you much more,
way much more
than what that amount would buy you in US dollars in the United States. And this is the whole problem of purchase power parity, and this is the reason why GDP per capita, why the statisticians massage the raw data a little bit so that you get a better indication of living standard. In other words, how much life do you have for your 1,700 Namibia dollar compared to how much life do you have for your 100 US dollar in the United States.
Okay. So on that note, Mr. Daniel Steinman, quite interesting example that you use there. Rather, let's just quickly go for a short break because this conversation is getting quite interesting. We'll be back after a short while.